Today we have another very special guest. It's the man with the best ball knowledge in all of Australia and probably the world.
What type of balls are we talking?
Mate, big balls. Big knowledge of balls. Hey, don't spoil it, Nick. Okay, he spoiled it. It's Nick Stav. Congratulations. Welcome to the show. You finally made it.
Finally. Round balls we're talking about. Not the oval ones in the rugby this time, round balls.
Yeah, the inferior balls, those round ones.
Here we go. It started already.
It's already started. Well, we know. We'll jump to the cross-code rugby league. I wanted to start things off. How are your shoulders post-charity match?
Oh, honestly, mate, this guy nearly got me concussed in the charity. I remember like that game. Get the ball first. Right? Keep it easy.
Took a scoot.
Got a cheeky tackle pass.
Yeah.
Cheeky,
Put the elbow in.
Bang, humble, bang, smack out. Like, yeah, but it's great. I was saying, soccer game, your legs hurting, whatever. Yeah. Bro, I wake up the next day.
The next day was so painful.
Like my collarbones are in. I don't know how these guys do hit ups 24/7 these games.
We tried to go clubbing that night, and like I was so tired. I was like, I can't even lift my drum. I'm like, I'm fucked here. I had 6 runs, albeit two tries. I ran at you.
Bro, I remember it was the second half, and you started running at me, and I think I said to you, I was like, bro, these guys can keep on running at me. Bro. It's the easiest way to.
You let Mick score 2 tries. That's pretty poor.
Trust me, bro. Running at me is 3 tries. It's 3 tries.
I was gonna say, what's harder, tackling rugby league or soccer?
Oh, rugby league, 100%.
Yeah?
There's some of those I just let him go. But like some of them, like you just didn't even want to tackle because I just know I'm going to get bulldozed. Like, I wasn't coming out. The funny thing was before that game, it was just like, I thought, it's fun. Everyone, then I'm listening to everyone like, John and I like, let's go fucking crack this guy. Let's go.
Yeah, no, it was heated,
and they're probably in the changing room like, let's just run at Nick Stav. Bro, I swear I was shitting it when I was saying that.
Mate, the mentality thing, like we were like, let's be like Cooper Cronk, Billy Slater, and what's that?
Cameron
Smith. They go.
Come on,
NRL ball knowledge. No, and we're
every
like,
ball knowledge.
We'll do like big 3 plays, like cut out inside ball to me. I'll run through the middle.
We had so many plays set up,
bro. We did nothing but a pass and hope for a fend.
Are you going to be in it again next year?
Bro,
Any
I'm
spoilers
for it again.
You're in?
I'm minging it for it. Well, I don't know. They said in something. Ooh.
Well,
I think they are.
Sports Shed, we want to get our team going. So we want like a Cast Patrol versus Sports Shed. And we do a draft.
Oh, and live draft.
Live draft.
Yes.
That's what we want to do.
That's what they
but
need.
it's up to them, so stand by. But if you're in, we'll put you on our list, on our black book for sure.
That's it. Just don't run at me straight.
No.
Eventually, one day it could be like the Sidemen charity match. They just sell out stadiums. I know it's optimistic, but fucking how good is that Sidemen match?
I was so like shocked. Like how many people were there at Lidcombe? Like, I remember I rocked up there. I was like, bro, I did not realize this amount.
Like Lidcombe was packed, and it's like that was the first year, so it's only going to get bigger.
Like, surely we get a soccer one going.
100%.
Count me out of that.
We're not invited.
I'm woeful. I have no feet at all.
I'll be like prime Santi Cazorla.
Yeah, exactly.
Santi. All right, well, let's get to it. Content creators. How did you get into the whole TikTok space and then eventually moving into 7, Optus Sport?
Yeah, it's pretty great. Like everyone says it, and honestly, it was just like. Some people like lockdown was like hard for them. For me, it was a blessing. Like because it got to the point where I was like, at the start of TikTok, I was just one of those guys just like uploads random like meme videos. You know when you play video?
I actually went back on your TikTok.
Did you see
and
that
like your
stuff?
first like year was just highlights, memes, random shit, none of your face.
See, no one really knows that, but that's actually respect. You went.
And how old were you then?
I was in year 12, so like 17, like 17, turned 18, and then it got to the lockdown the next year in 2021. I was like, I got like 30K followers. I was like. I may as well just start putting my face out there, see if it works. I was bored, got time. So I trialed a few things out. Then I did start doing tier lists. Then first one I think I did best penalty takers in the Prem. I think that one banged 200K views. I'm like, okay, I'll go do this one again. Did youngsters. That one banged 2 million views. So in lockdown.
And that's just using that website, right?
Tier list maker. I used to go put my phone here, screen record on my laptop. What I was doing, it wouldn't take too long. Edit it up, do one every single day during lockdown. Would have got out of lockdown 70K followers just from
70K is huge.
And then it just spiraled. Then I started doing FIFA, Twitch streaming, and to what it is today, a few people like Claude's and that, John Bernard's, they plucked me and showed me ways, and then it's spiraled into what it's been.
That's awesome. I'll take you back to your first video ever posted. 12th of Jan 2020. Do you remember what it was?
I think I do. Is it the tackling video?
Yes, the most dangerous tackles in football.
That's
crazy.
That's all it was.
Good memory.
One of them was that one in the World Cup final and Xabi Alonso, De Jong, and it was just stuff like that. And I just reposted, clipped it up, posted it, and then it was doing well. But then I was like, I got a bit of fun. May as well actually put myself out there.
And what some people probably don't realise is like a lot of our audience is rugby league. They see like bloke in a bar, head of the content game. Yeah. Soccer, we call it soccer. Sorry, Stav. I know.
Football.
It doesn't ick me that much.
Well, soccer, like the audience is completely different. They can't agree on anything.
No.
Like Haaland could walk out and say, I'm wearing a blue shirt. Nah, that's sky blue. Nah. And some guy will be like, it's red. Like,
Bro,
no one agrees on nothing.
Tell the football community the sky is blue. That's why it's red. Like, that's it. That's how it is. And like, I was actually having that conversation the other day with someone saying that in the rugby league scene, like, all the rugby players love like bloke on a bar and all that because they're actually positive. Like there's actually no toxicity.
There's not too many player beatings.
No,
and
not
that.
really.
Yeah.
Like the only one I kind of see that always says his opinions like Willie Mason. But I actually rate him. I love.
But he's been there, done that, so he can say whatever the F he wants. You know?
Exactly. But like in the football scene, it's like everyone's so toxic. Like that's how it is. Everyone's got to have an opinion. And it's got to be like button heads.
Yeah.
But especially like even our homegrown, like A-League, like the fans riding with the commissioner and all that. It's just a hostile environment sometimes.
It's probably more toxic football in Australia than even globally. I'm being serious. Like some of the fans online, you see like riding all this. Like you can't please them. You genuinely
I see
cannot
heaps
please
on
them.
Twitter, but
bro, they go for my head. A lot of the other football guys, Cords and that they go for his head.
Olin as well. They're going for
Olin.
Oh mate, Twitter is ruthless. Yeah. But I'll ask you something. So, what is the first video on TikTok that took off? So I'm talking like 1 million and plus.
Oh, 1 million plus.
Do you remember?
That had my head in it or didn't?
This one didn't have your head. Oh, this might have. It's 1.5 mil. I can't remember if it had your head in it.
Okay, I'm going to go Paul Pogba goal.
No, try again. Was there anything else that you're thinking?
Big transfers.
Big transfers. I actually don't know.
It was the boys don't trust anyone meme.
Oh, Fabrizio Romano. Yes. That was a gun video. And I had like the thing on my head.
Yeah, you were in it. Yeah.
Yes, I do. I remember. You know what? I actually do remember that one because I remember posting it and I was like, that's a cool idea. And I woke up the next day and it was one of those ones where like, now if a video blows up, I'm like, oh, that's sick kind of thing. But like that one blew up and I was like, oh my God, that's sick.
Shocked.
My mate's like messing me like, bro, what the hell? 1 million views. Like
1 million's crazy, bro.
I do remember that video. That was,
Side note, Fabrizio is the GOAT.
Oh, he is.
There's nothing that compares to him.
Oh,
especially when your team and you see like the jersey like Arsenal and you see, here we go, you're like, oh my God.
You know what? Someone told me that day and it did like, has he kind of ruined it? Like, I remember back in the day as a kid, like you'd hear like, oh, Aubameyang is going to Arsenal and you'd sit there waiting. Then when an Arsenal post and it's like, that's it. Like he's signed. But now it's like, you wait for the Fabrizio one. But it's important to know like what is and what isn't.
I see both sides. I'm like, now if you just follow Fabrizio on Twitter, you know every transfer. And like you even know before, like, oh, I've seen him in a hotel lobby discussing it. You're like, oh, are we getting this guy? And now it's like, here we go, bang, locked in. But you're right. Like, remember Messi obviously when he signed with Arsenal?
Yeah.
That was fucked.
Yeah, deadline day. I remember going to school even as a kid and that was mayhem. Because I think it was Gareth Bale signed for Real Madrid in that same, like just before. So that's why he came to Arsenal. But it was different. You turn on Fox Sports News, bro. Like, I don't touch that anymore. But that's how it used to be.
No one does.
That's where you used to get your information from.
Because Twitter now is like instant. Like, you know everything in 1 second if you want to go find it.
That's the difference. Like, these guys doing articles and the journalists. Fabrizio's booted up a social media account now.
And he's like, bang, straight away.
Yeah.
For those listening at home who like casuals, who is Fabrizio
Romano. So
I don't even know who he is.
I figured that's why I didn't see.
Is he like the late mail guy? Is he like
he is the Don. So basically, he showed us his screen time on his phone, 18 hours a day.
18 hours?
18 hours. And what he does...
Does he sleep?
No, he doesn't
6 hours sleep, that's
He's
it.
an Italian journalist, and all he does is report on transfers, but he knows way before anyone else. Like, and his signature is, here we go, like Mario. So as soon as he says that, it's 100% locked in.
Yeah. So, you know, Hooper, is it David Hooper in the NRL?
Nah.
Hoops?
Yeah,
It could be Hoops, yeah.
Yeah. He's like the bulk. Yeah,
the bulk guy.
It looks like Adokars going to Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Whatever that. Like, he's that.
He's that.
Like he
on
said,
steroids.
Yeah, but then like when he says, here we go, it's 100%.
So how does it go? So he'll do a tweet and he'll say, here we go.
Yes. So basically, it'll be a Photoshop version of that player in the jersey.
Okay.
So basically, for content, he's the second most interacted with account on Twitter.
Wow, that's
huge. So on Twitter revenue earnings, it's over 200K a month.
On
Twitter.
He makes 200K a month.
Yeah, because Elon's introduced this new revenue scheme. So
that's crazy.
Gee, I didn't even know he even pulls a bag just from that.
Jesus.
Yeah, so that's him. Anyway, we'll move on. Craziest football interaction. that you've got from like TikTok or
In person?
yeah, because I saw you met Robbie from
Yeah,
Arsenal Fan TV. Like that's a wig out.
I nearly forgot about that one. Yeah, it's that one, and it's that James Maddison one where I saw recently.
In
Saw
Europe,
Maddison?
yeah?
In Europe, yeah.
Whereabouts were you?
So I'll tell the story.
Okay,
So I'll tell it from
we're
start
kicking
to
back.
finish, yeah. So we're in Ibiza. Like, it was funny. I put a TikTok. I was like, yeah, I'm relaxing in Ibiza. Top comments like, bro, you ain't relaxing in Ibiza. Like, it's true. You ain't.
It's true.
No.
So we go to O Beach, Wayne Lineker's club. And I got a mate there, and he was like, not obsessed with Wayne Lineker, but like, bro, we got to get a photo with him type of thing. Anyway, so he, like, going throughout the day, and we bought a table there that day. And then, like, we get him later on, and then my mates, a couple of mates are like, bro, we're going to leave so we get ready for the rest of the night. Like, yeah, all good. Other mates like, stuff it, bro. We're going downstairs. We're going to search for Wayne Lineker. Go to the dance floor. On the DJ table behind the DJ, Wayne Lineker's there. I'm like, oh, bro, he's here.
Is that big guy with the grey hair?
Yeah, with the grey hair.
I see him everywhere.
Football fans might know Gary Lineker. That's his brother. So this guy, Gary Lineker's like, he's in sports media. He used to play for Leicester City, Everton, Spurs. Played for England at the World Cup, like top player.
Massive.
But him and his brother like kind of had a falling out. Like, he's a sports player, and this guy's just like making money from nightclubs.
So he just owns all these nightclubs.
Yeah,
doesn't he?
no-
So his brother never played.
His brother tried to. I think he was in the Tottenham's academy, then dropped out, and then
Okay.
like kind of went down this way.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then my mate's like, bro, I had a dream, and you showed him your TikTok, and we got on his DJ table type of thing. Like, okay, whatever. So then he's like, yeah, show me your TikTok. So we're like trying to get Wayne Lineker's attention. Bring up my TikTok, comes over, showing me his face, like, hey, wait, TikTok. It's like, can we get a photo? That's all I said to him. Can we just get a photo? Comes on, looks at my phone, flicks me onto the table, flicks us onto
No
the
way.
table behind the DJ.
way.
So
Like,
he saw the 400K and he's like, nah, stuff it, you're coming in.
and, like, I'm trying to explain to people, like, you pay like $2,000 for a table at these places, $10,000 for a table. The table I got into, VIP table, you have to be invited.
Mate,
onto this
yeah,
table.
that'll be like
Why?
20K to
Bro,
get
it's so
there.
funny. I'm there with my Air Jordan bum bag. My mate said was wearing Crocs, and all these people wearing like $2,000 t-shirts. And anyway, so we get a photo with him, and then we're like, we're on the table for a bit, and then later on, bro, I see this guy getting ushered on, and you're on this table, but then even the DJ section's like sanctioned off. Guy gets into, I'm like, bro, I swear that's James Maddison. Like, I'm like, bro, I swear that he's James Maddison.
And you're not just off your head at this stage.
No. I'm like, bro, I'm not saying things. It's actually him. So then my mate was like, he was kind of talkative. So he goes up to Wayne Lineker. He goes, Wayne, bro, you got to get my mate to get a photo, bro. Big for football, big. He's like, yeah, go.
No
So
way.
it opens up, go and tap James Maddison on the shoulder, get a photo with him, bro. And it was sick.
That's
that was,
unreal.
insane.
that was, and then the next couple of days he moves to Tottenham. So
Yeah.
I posted a photo on Instagram, me and James Maddison, Arsenal jersey, and then now he's going to Tottenham.
Oh,
So,
that is sickening.
yeah.
James Madison, what? Oh, fuck, that's
Yeah,
it. That's
yeah.
mental.
But it was
So
sick.
weird.
Like,
Did you get to say anything to him or anything? Or was it just too loud and hectic?
No, I think I just said, can I get a photo?
Yeah,
That's good
That's
enough.
enough.
That
That is
is
enough.
enough.
That is
That is
enough.
enough.
That is a big tick. That is a
So-
massive tick.
How do you think you'll go at Spurs under Ange?
Oh, I think the other thing is, I was saying, Ange is a top manager. Like, he's generally one of the better managers in this league. It's just that Spurs' side isn't that good compared to the others. Like, if he keeps Harry Kane, which it looks like they will, they might do all right. It's just the defense isn't great. The midfield's pretty mid compared to the other teams.
Compared to the others.
That's the only issue he has for him. But if they give him signings, he can push for top four.
Well, he's done like what he did at Celtic. He signed these players that not really known. Like at Celtic, he signed all these Japanese players from the
Yeah.
J League, and they killed it. They were their best players. Now he's got this goalkeeper from Italy
Yeah,
who
no
can
one
play.
knows.
Yeah, play with his feet. They've got the centre back. They got
I don't even know his name, but they just brought him in recently.
Pedro Porro. Is that him?
Oh, Pedro Porro is a right back.
Oh, he's a right
But
back.
then they brought in a centre back. They brought in James Maddison.
Madison's gonna be huge for them.
Madison
Huge.
will be huge for him. And they brought in Solomon. I think he was like
Solomon.
I think he was at Shakhtar then Fulham. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm trying to say? Like, these
It's-
aren't signings that are like Pep Guardiola's, Mikel
No.
Arteta's be like accepting. Like, and he's accepting this stuff and going, with the players I got, he'll put in a shift.
It's like
Oh,
Moneyball
100%.
sort of
Yeah,
shit.
what I'm trying to say with Ange, a few managers before him, Jose Mourinho, Antonio Conte, ST managers, but
Yep.
they're Italian Portuguese managers, very defensive minded. Where Spurs haven't had a manager that's going to go out and play good football for them since Pochettino back in 2017,
When they made the Champions League final.
and when they're actually good. And
So
that's
what's Ange's game plan? Is it like
He believes in
attack-based?
like like you don't give away the ball for nothing. Like
Yeah.
if you're stuck in your corner, don't just hoof the ball out and,
okay, so
and
it's not-
give it away.
So it's always just trying to get
It's
out, trying to
attack.
hold the
It's
ball.
like-
So did you see that Ange ball video against Barca when they're playing it out
and
the
they're
back?
trying to do it, but like good on him.
Good on him.
I still remember when he was managing the Socceroos, he was top manager, but he tried to play like a 3-back. And the Australians weren't having it because they just got through to the 2018 World Cup final, like the 32.
Yeah.
And if Syria Al Sommer scored a free kick, we wouldn't have actually made it. So he wasn't getting a lot of like the love because people were like, bro, we're Australia. Why are you trying to play good football? So he left. He left before he went to the 2018 World Cup. And it's kind of like giving it back to us Australians. Like, look, bro, I've gone through Japan, killed it there, gone Celtic. Even the Celtic fans, like, who the F am I? Kills it there. Celtic, like, why the hell are we letting him go? Goes to Spurs now. It's like, why is there an Australian managing Spurs?
Exactly. I hope he just proves them wrong again.
First manager ever? Like, has it ever been an Aussie
First
manager?
Australian manager.
Yeah.
First Aussie.
And it's paved the way not even just for managers. It's even, like, just for Australian football in the sense that, like, if he worked, it's like, okay, our woman Bill was at Newcastle. Instead of loaning him out, let's actually just give him a chance. Like, Australians actually can play.
I want to encourage players to go there.
Exactly. So,
that's bad.
Although I don't want Spurs to do well,
It's a hard one for you. It's very hard.
Where do you think they'll finish realistically?
I don't think top 4. Not for the fact that Ange will be good enough. I just think the other 4 teams are probably better.
Yep.
I had him 5th. I think I had him 5th.
Okay, so
Still hard.
Not bad.
bit of an improvement from last year. Nice.
What other signings? Saudi League signings. I want to know your take on it because for me, like, I understand it.
Yeah.
It's a league that they have money. Fuck it. Why not? Let's go and sign all these players.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't sit well with me. That they're like...
It does. It's hard to not sit well, but like these players are like they're getting like triple. Like Jordan Henderson's getting £700K a week.
my
That's like
God.
1.4 mil a week for Jordan
And
Henderson.
he's what, 30, 33?
What I'm trying to say about Jordan Henderson signing, like you signed Ronaldo, he's going to get fans in the stadium, bro. Jordan Henderson signed. Sydney FC signed Jordan Henderson, bro. There's people aren't going to the game.
No
to
one's
see Jordan
going,
Henderson.
bro.
That's what I don't understand about signings like that. But in terms of like them poaching talent, it's annoying for like Premier League fans, top 5 fans that want like the best players in the best leagues. But for these players, you got to do it. The only thing is with Saudi, it's like, where's the long-term potential? You're going to sign Ronaldo for what? He'll be there for another 2-3 years max. Henderson will be there for 2 years. Then once those are gone, is it just going to be a retirement home league like it's like an MLS or something like that?
Look
just
what
to grab
happened
some
at
money.
the Chinese Super League. When they came in, they bought Oscar, they bought Ramirez, Hulk. It's like, it was good. It was like, but Saudi's got like these gun players. Like they got Benzema, Ballon d'Or, Mane who came second.
Bro, Mane's what, 30? That's the thing. That's the thing the Saudi League's not doing to the China. Like, they're actually pulling players out at a good age. Like, but, bro, I was in Spain watching Benzema at Real Madrid. I was like, this was like 3 months ago. I'm watching him like, bro, he's a lot better than I thought he was. Like, world-class player. Now 3 months later, he's playing in Saudi. Like, he's not Saudi level. It's the same with Messi, bro. Bro, 6 months ago, the guy lifted a World Cup trophy. Now he's in America. Like,
now he's already carving. 4 games,
And
7 goals, 1 assist. Like,
in America, he's just like...
demon.
Do you think he's the GOAT or do you believe
Messi's
Ronaldo's the
the
GOAT?
GOAT.
Messi's the
Messi's
GOAT?
the GOAT.
When do you think he settled that debate?
It's well beyond settled.
Yeah.
Because the way I look at it, Messi, I go, naturally as a footballer, he's better. He's better on the ball. He's better at passing ability. The thing is, you go Ronaldo, go, has he won more titles? Is he a better goal scorer? Well, Messi's got a better goal to game ratio.
Exactly.
Then he's literally won every single trophy you can to win. Like, it's like, I feel like it's undebatable.
so do you reckon when they won the World Cup, that's when it was confirmed?
I think
Or
it was-
did you
I
think
think
even before that?
Before that, it was even...
I was...
So winning the cup just locked it
I started
in.
Messi.
100%.
I started Messi and I was like, yeah, this guy's the GOAT. Then Ronaldo went through that period when he was Mr. Champions League, won fucking everything. I was like, okay, I can see Ronaldo, that's it. He's the GOAT now. And then, I don't know, just seeing what happened at United. I'm a Juve fan as I'm wearing the jersey. Like, he was good, but I see what he does to teams. And then Messi winning that World Cup, that was the undeniable. That's it.
And it's the difference between, like, Messi, like, dragged Argentina throughout the World Cup. Like, I think he picked up, like, 5 or 6 man of the matches in the 7 games he played. And then scored, was that 6 goals, 7 goals on his way there. Like,
he had him on his back.
On the back.
Even the Copa America he won.
Did the same thing.
Like, same thing.
Yeah, like Ronaldo. But Ronaldo did go through a phase where it was like...
He was carrying.
It wasn't like he was like the best footballer. It was like he was doing goated stuff. Like 2-0 down, away leg, Atletico Madrid, you come back, hat-trick on their head. Like, he was clutch. And that's why people were like, when the going gets tough, Messi wasn't doing it. Like, I still remember Barcelona came back against PSG 6-1, that iconic game. Messi was like too scared to take the penalty in the clutch. Like, Neymar would step up. Like, Messi, you're the guy who's the captain of Barcelona. You got to do it when the going gets tough. And he always had that on his back, missed winning penalties at Copa America finals. But then all of a sudden, in the last 4 years, it's like he's been clutch. Like, he scored 2 goals in World Cup final when they needed him. Penalties nailed every single one.
And people always forget that last minute of regular time in the final, he hit the crossbar. If that went in, that would have broke the world. That would have broke the world.
That would have been it.
Folklore as well, because penalty shootouts go the other way in that final, and then it goes, Messi's bottled another final. And then
Ronaldo's a go.
Like, it's crazy.
Did your heart stop when Mbappe scored that second one?
You know, I can't lie. I don't know, I'm a big Messi guy. I'm a big Mbappe guy.
Are you?
I honestly think, like, it would have been so hard to say Messi, winning the World Cup would have changed a lot for him. But if Mbappe did it the way he did it, because you look at it, he'll go
Crazy.
hat-trick in that final. He would have got player of the tournament, golden boot, man of the match, and he probably would have got a Ballon d'Or, all from that one game. It's like single-handedly carrying France from that point. Yeah. And you look how like the way he can change. He doesn't... Shulmani and Kingsley Coman don't score their penalties. Now Mbappe doesn't get his Ballon d'Or because 2 other players don't score from 8 yards out.
What was that guy that had the shot at the last second?
Colomwani, that goes in. Emi Martinez doesn't make that save. Like, it's so like moments.
Little moments. It's crazy.
It's like daily M and NRL. It's like you get your points accumulated. Like, it's not really like dependent kind of on
Ballon d'Or is based on like, it's almost media.
Yeah,
it's like,
it is. It's crazy to think that like,
all right, look at Haaland, right?
Yeah.
It wins the Champions League, wins the Premier League, fucking smashes all the goal scoring records. But because it's Messi and he wins a World Cup, fuck it. I don't care what he did at PSG.
It changes it. It's crazy how it happens. And like,
so does it include every competition, everything?
Yeah. Everything you've done in
But
football.
what it's voted, it's not voted on man of the matches like the Ali Emmys.
Okay.
It's voted by like, they ask all the club captains or something.
So I think it's like, club
and they
captains.
ask national team captains. So
And
let's say
then
you're the captain of it. They go, Adrian, who's your 3-2-1? You go,
wow.
Well, Messi won the World Cup. Messi 3, Haaland 2, and then 1. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
You know
Everything's
what?
flawed though.
It's
Even the Dally M's
biased.
flawed. Like, I don't like the Dally M system. Like,
I know what you're saying. It's like Ben Hunt, don't want to say George.
Yeah.
Like, if he won Daily M last year, I'm like, is he really the best player in the league? No, he's not.
It doesn't feel
and
right.
it's also hard, like players in the same team like Broncos, they can't all tally points, you know?
Yeah.
So then they're missing out on points. Like
Payne Haas will take
and then
6.
Origin doesn't count.
Yeah,
so.
you're right.
So yeah, I don't mind that, but yeah, obviously needs work.
Yeah.
How about we play a game, Mick?
Let's play a game. So it's last man standing.
Okay.
You might not know the name, but you've definitely played the game because we got the ideas off your content. Okay, so we're going to play best Premier League managers of all time. Last man standing. It's going to be tough, all right? Yeah. Jurgen Klopp or Jose Mourinho?
I love Klopp, but Jose Mourinho, like everything he's done is just a Don. He's a Don, Jose Mourinho.
Okay, this one might be easier. Jose Mourinho or Antonio Conte?
Antonio Conte underrated, but Jose Mourinho.
It's tough. He's won those titles with 2 different teams. Jose Mourinho or Arsene Wenger? I know.
I'm wearing the kit. It's hard to say because Arsene Wenger is a better manager in terms of like playing football, like football purist, 100%. But Jose Mourinho winning trophies and like you had a manager at 90 minutes to win your trophy. I'll go say Jose.
Oh, against the club as well.
Wow.
That is tough. That's tough.
Jose Mourinho or Pep Guardiola?
It's another one where you go like football purist and that, but Pep Guardiola, bro, he's played dominated German football, Spain dominated Spanish football, and then come into the Premier League. And I don't think people realise he's probably up there with Sir Alex Ferguson and dominating the English era. Pep Guardiola, 100%.
Well, that leads me to my next one. Pep Guardiola or Sir Alex Ferguson?
This one's a hard one, but I'll always say Sir Alex just for the fact that he was winning trophies with Man United going through different generations, like with the same club. Like people know that whether it's like NRL as well, like your crop of players go, then to changing it. That's why Craig Bellamy's so good.
Just that storm, that system's just incredible.
He keeps on churning out new players. And Sir Alex, I don't know how he did it. But like he was winning Premier League Tom Cleverley in his midfield, bro. Like you can't do that anymore.
Champions Leagues too.
Champions Leagues as well, exactly.
But you're right. He did it over multiple eras. So yeah. Sir Alex, he's the GOAT.
I think.
If Pep...
And then where's Ange on that list? Number 1?
Bro, he's like 101st.
Poor Ange. That is true. EPL this weekend, so by the time this podcast comes out, it's either Saturday or Sunday night.
TBC.
TBC. When you're listening, you'll know.
Yeah.
But who do you see winning the title? Top 3 contenders. We put City in, lock them in.
Oh, yeah. So top, if you go on
City are winning
contenders,
it.
you go City,
Guaranteed.
Arsenal, and I think Man United will be in the mix this year.
Yep.
I think genuinely
so
just
well.
because this year their transfers, they've actually like addressed problems.
Yep.
The problem last year, they had David De Gea.
Yep.
Yeah, he can save a shot here and there, but he's playing out of the back, couldn't do it.
And who'd they
brought
get?
Andre Onana.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, if goalkeeper played for Inter Milan, made Champions League final, but his forte is playing out of the back with his feet. So they've addressed that problem.
He's good.
Their midfield was great in Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes. Ericsson was getting a bit old, didn't have the legs. Mason Mount, young, can move around, natural number 8, addressed that problem.
Yep.
Rashford, then they had like a Garnacho on the other side or a Sancho or an Anthony.
Yep.
Then the striker was Wout Weghorst. He was a striker that doesn't score goals.
Weghorst, trap.
Exactly.
Trap.
Exactly. Then they spent 80 mil on this Højlund. Yeah, he's a like unknown entity,
Yep.
but they're going to address their problems.
Where was he
Exactly what
from?
they have to do.
Atalanta. He's is he Norwegian too?
Norwegian, so he's called Hoyland. There's Haaland.
So it's like Haaland from Wish, pretty much.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like that Borat meme when it's like, "This is my neighbor. He buys Norwich striker. We buy two."
Exact same thing.
Does he have blonde hair as well?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Typical
it's like
Scandinavian.
Haaland's clone. So they're praying for a Haaland.
They're praying for Haaland. But yeah, I agree. I like teams that go out and address the issues, and Man United have done exactly that.
Exactly.
Sacking De Gea, huge call.
It's a huge call from the manager because he's technically a club legend.
But
that's why you bring in the managers to do those calls. Mikel Arteta did the same thing at Arsenal. Mesut Ozil, loved by the fans, top player on his day, but he's kind of phased him out of the club and kicked him out there because he knew it was too much wages. And it wasn't for the system he wanted to play. He's made big decisions, and then it's obviously paid off. Nearly won a Premier League last year. But
bottled the Prem.
Don't say bottled, man.
Choked it. Sorry.
No, that doesn't even hurt. That's the worst, man. But it's a big step. No one saw Arsenal making that step, and it kind of proved a lot of people wrong. And like managers have to make those big decisions at the end of the day.
What do you think actually happened? Do you think it was nerves and?
It's a mix. It's a mix of getting down to that pressure. And then they lost William Saliba, who was like centre back, and then like
he was your rock for the whole season.
And then it wasn't that you're going to like a lesser player; you're going from him to Rob Holding.
So the massive drop.
You're going to like a New South Wales Cup level player.
Oh,
like
really?
That's
Rob's not great.
And where do we rank Saliba?
Top in terms three, I reckon.
He's guaranteed
top 3 in the Prem.
5.
Top 3,
top 3 make the case.
And
that's
he's like
a huge loss.
He's like, 21, like
French,
he's young,
French.
and the way he's so mature for his age. And that's a big issue. But then it was the same like. Winning positions, like go tune up at Anfield, drop that. Okay, it's at Anfield, and you go West Ham, drew to West Ham. Like, you can't get away with that.
Yeah.
Then you're drawing with Southampton at home.
That was I think that was a bad one.
Like
that was the one.
You can't be doing that.
Especially when City don't fucking lose.
No, they don't.
Like, it's so frustrating because it's almost like watching the Penrith Panthers in the NRL. Like, and you're trying to go something, you're like, Penrith just don't make mistakes. They're too good.
It's too good, and you realise that when you play Man City, like. Those other games draw, but you can go to Man City and win, but they just like killed us to the sword. And then you watch them play Real Madrid again a few weeks later in the semi-final, and they're killing off Real Madrid. But I'm telling you, that Man City side last year was best side I've seen growing up. 100%.
Better than that Real Madrid team that won the
100%.
Wow.
Because they're better on the ball. They had better players that would get you. They had literally everything because Man City back in the day was like, they're good football sides. When the going gets tough, they didn't have a striker to get you onto the goal. And then they had Erling Haaland. They're still playing insane football. They're dominating the midfield. Then you got a guy that can get onto anything. It's a super team. It's genuinely a super team.
I find it unfair. De Bruyne and Haaland in the same team. That's fucked.
It is unfair, bro.
How does it work though? There's no salary cap.
No salary cap. They have financial fair play.
I think I saw like a post that they're spending like shit tons more than any other.
So there's no salary cap.
How does it work?
There's financial fair play, but it doesn't get enforced.
It's like the way it's worked. Like the sponsors make money, but the way Man City are owned, like their sponsor is like owned by the government of that country, UAE.
Okay, yeah.
So like it's like they churn over how much money they can get away with anything.
That's crazy.
So that's why it's not really like a salary cap, but I don't mind it because like Newcastle United, like we're like just survived relegation, bring in new owners, and then now it's like almost like a road to glory. Now like
so
they make Champions
are these owners just paying for these players,
bro? Like they
there's only so much you can pump in. Like it's based on how much you're actually earning.
Yeah.
But like Nick said, the scam is that the sponsors of the club, they own the company too.
Oh my God.
So what they can do is they can make like
it's a bit corrupt.
They can make investments to the club, or give them. Hey, you know what? We'll give you 80 more mil for your sponsorship because you won the Champions League.
Yeah.
Oh, that's convenient. You just signed Hotspur Guardiola.
bro, like it's that's what I say.
But a salary cap wouldn't work because in NRL there's only 16 teams or 17.
Yeah.
Like in football there is everywhere. Like
yeah.
Even A-League can trade with Europe.
There's no restrictions.
There's no restriction. So I think it's fair enough. So Arsenal, touch on them. Die hard.
Yeah.
You gone from your whole life?
Yeah, my whole, like since I was young. Like
did you ever go for someone before? There's always that one team surely that you would have like said you liked or bought a jersey.
Maybe I liked. I didn't have any like jerseys of any other teams, like especially in the Premier League. But I think always like Everton as well. Going like,
Yeah.
you know what, supporting him, but like Tim Cahill was there
Yeah.
when you're younger.
Yeah,
so,
like you just want to
you're
see him
always,
go
like,
good. Watching him. Yeah.
Exactly.
Was it Arsenal because it was the first team on FIFA? You just click select?
No, it was my like family friends.
Okay.
It was like because I grew up with my sister, and then like he was kind of like a brother to me. Like
Yeah.
he got me into NRL, got me into the Dragons, and he got me into soccer.
Did he just
football.
love red and white? Like,
Yeah, bro, maybe.
Is that
maybe that's
literally
how
it?
he got I got no clue.
Arsenal and Dragons.
So he's giving you
Yeah.
Arsenal and Dragons. He's fucked you for life.
he
actually-
He's fucked
He
it.
set me up for depression,
Fucking
man.
hell, he's
Honestly.
fucked your mental
Couldn't you have
health
gone
for
like
life.
red, white, and blue or something? You would have won a few more comps, maybe gone for France.
I know, but exactly, like that's how he got me into all that stuff. But other than that, but I can't complain. Arsenal, man, love it.
So they signed Declan Rice, Timber,
Yeah.
and Havertz this year.
Havertz, yeah.
Rank him 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I think it's easy. I think Declan Rice.
That is
one.
one of the best
Yeah,
signings.
Number one.
One of the best
Obviously, you
signings.
had to get him. Like, you spend 105. Like, that's a lot of money. But he's one of those players, 24, he's already experienced at that age. And
He was club captain for fucking West
you
Ham.
can see him
years
being a
ago.
captain in like the next, like, for 8 years at Arsenal. Jurrien Timber, I honestly think could be potential signing in the summer.
But he's going to start.
Really?
Before Zinchenko's injured.
Yeah, and I think he'll honestly kick Zinchenko out of that role, man.
What is he, a left back or?
He's a centre back, right-footed, and they put him at left back and like
killed it.
unreal against City.
Okay.
Who's your right back?
Ben White.
Do you think Ben White maybe
I
shifts
like
out?
Ben White.
You
I
like Ben
White. I think he'll hold that role as well. I think he's quite underrated.
Okay.
But then Havertz is the third, but unsure about him because
He missed a lot at Chelsea.
exactly he went to Chelsea. They spent 72 million on him, and he didn't excel there. And, like, he didn't really excel.
Yeah.
But then we're paying 65 for a player that's like not proven in the Premier League.
Yeah.
He's actually kind of flopped in the Premier League. It's not dance around it. Mikel Arteta, most signings he's made, he's excelled them. He's brought them up. So that's my only saviour. But I think in general, it's not a smart signing by the book.
It's a big risk, is it? It's
Big
a
risk.
Havertz confuses me because when he was signed, I swear he was signed as like an attacking mid, and then now they're playing him out and out striker. I don't think he's an out and out striker.
I don't think
they don't know what's his best position.
I think they tried to sign him like to replace Granit Xhaka on the left as a number 8. Tried that in pre-season. Obviously wasn't working. I think they're going to try to Rice, Partey, Odegaard in midfield, and then Jesus was supposed to be the striker. He's been injured for the first few weeks.
Done his knee.
Exactly.
So Havertz is like a fill-in player, like around that top.
Exactly.
I heard that Trossard could play in the false 9.
I love Trossard. I
Good
think he probably
mid
should
signing.
play. I think he probably January signed him and got him.
And what Martinelli, Saka, obviously.
Yeah, 100%. Best win.
Crazy.
To the death. Got Martinelli in the back of this jersey.
Oh, do you? You love Martinelli?
him. I think he's my favourite.
Is he your favourite at Arsenal?
Yeah. He's just something about him. You got to get behind him.
X Factor.
X Factor, but like he gets the ball and just wants to run up plays and like
Yeah.
he gives 110 every single time and he bags goals.
Yeah.
Like normally I hate Arsenal, sorry to say, but like this team that they got is just exciting.
You got like
There's so many young players that I like. There's Saliba. Fucking, we just touched a sucker.
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah,
Even
Starboy.
he missed
Who
the
would you
penalty
compare
against
him?
Italy. Won us the
Who would,
Euros.
who would you compare him to in the NRL? Like Broncos, a young team,
I
throbbers,
heard
exciting,
I think
or
they used to say Penrith in the sense that like coming up, so like you had your Brian Torres, you had your Jerome Luais, you had Stephen Crichtons, all the young proper players coming up around the same time.
I can see Broncos with the young one, and like Reece Walsh would be like a Declan Rice signing, like a young superstar coming in, killed it another
already
team.
matured for the age.
Yeah. Okay, well let's jump to predictions because we've prepared some, and we want to know how we stack up. We'll look at this in like a year's time. We'll get you back on. We'll do a review show.
And then we'll do a review.
And we'll bash
Obviously, we're the experts.
Okay,
so we're right. We're always right.
throwing out my ball knowledge.
Yeah, exactly. So for like title winner, no top 3s, no top 2s. You're gonna have to say one. Who's the title winner?
Let's be real.
I'll answer this for you, Nick. Man City.
It's an easy answer.
I never watched football, but I know that.
I've got a weird feeling. I don't know, the last couple of days, call it blind optimism, call it delusion, whatever
Arsenal.
you want.
Oh no.
I feel like Arsenal. I don't know what it is.
Nick.
The only reason why the only thing I'm praying on about Man City is that it's like right now, they had a couple of players that for like 7 years under Guardiola hadn't won a Champions League. So like they've always been working to it. Now, Premier League, FA Cup, Champions League, all in one season. It's like, shit, where do we go from now? Like, where's the motivation? They
So
are
you think they've already
professionals.
done it all, and there's like nothing more they can
Because
achieve?
I look at that game, they lost to Arsenal in the Community Shield. Like, they don't even give. Like,
They don't
task.
care.
They don't care.
They don't care.
And it's like they just lost out Community Shield. They don't care. Then it might come to Premier League. It's like we're losing out on that, bro. We just won like 4 out of the last 5. We'll focus on Champions League. Then it gets to Champions League, they might lay off.
I agree. That could be the
That's
only way.
Only reason.
How's their depth, Man City?
Oh fuck! That just shows he got no idea.
No, actually, I have no idea.
Bro, you don't understand. They could make their bench squad. So you take away their best 11.
Yeah.
Get their bench 11. top six.
Put it like this.
Top six.
That's what I mean. How are they going to win? Like, how are they going to lose? Like,
That's the thing in the league. So last season they probably had the 2 best centre backs in the league, John Stones and Ruben Diaz.
Yep.
They've then gone and poached probably one of the best centre backs at the World Cup for 100 mil. He might not even
Far
start,
out.
and they've spent 100 mil on this player.
they just have him there.
Exactly. Arsenal
As
spent 100
backup.
mil on Declan Rice. It's like, okay, starting lineup.
Yeah.
Declan Rice, where how are we going to move
Future
the midfield
captain
around
or
him?
whatever.
Exactly.
They have Cancelo, who's
yeah.
had a season, was one of the best fullbacks.
Yeah,
They didn't fucking play the guy.
He killed me in
They're playing
fantasy.
centre back at left back.
Yeah, they don't care.
Oh wow.
Crazy.
And then you throw in like this one always kills me. Haaland striker, and then on the bench striker. Oh, I'm sorry, World Cup winner striker Alvarez.
Yeah.
And he's a baller as well. To be fair, they only picked him up for like 20 mil.
Yeah, cheap. So who are we locking in, Nick?
I'll look in City.
You have to.
Safe bet.
All right, well,
Cover the
But
badge.
we
you
got
have
on
to.
record that I backed
Yeah,
him.
we can always recrop that
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
Golden boot.
Yeah, it's I feel like it's so bad for me to say it. You got to say, you know what? Scratch it. Mo Salah.
Salah.
He has a return season. Mo Salah. You know what?
Salah.
Back that.
Okay, we've gone Erling Haaland.
Yeah, that's fair.
It has
That's
to be.
fair. I'm sure they have
Top
a
team,
different one.
top
Yeah.
finisher. That's a
So
no-brainer.
competing people that we had, Kane under Ange ball potentially.
He bagged 30 last season.
Bro,
Wasn't
30.
that-
Yeah, in a
30.
Spurs team.
Like,
Like,
30 would have
fuck.
won it any other year.
I think since 2012, he
Yeah.
would have won it every single year.
And what did Haaland then on? Was it like
36,
ridiculous?
36
Oh
in
my
38 games, bro.
God.
Yes, like, that's
That's
nearly a
cooked,
goal a
bro.
game.
That
Did
is
he even
cool.
play
First season in the
38?
Prem.
Did he even play 38 games?
He might have not even played 38.
He-
No,
there's probably-
I think he might have played 38, but like
Oh,
bring him
one
off
off
60th minute when you're
Yeah.
winning 3-0. Like, he actually, minutes-wise, he didn't play a lot.
Bro.
Like,
And then
Crazy.
obviously Salah, like you said,
Yeah.
and then it gets a bit into unknown territory. I think Watkins is a smoky, not to win the Golden Boot, but I reckon he'll be up
numbers.
there.
Yeah.
Because he's the out-and-out striker for Villa. Emery's there doing good things.
yeah. You know what, Smokey? Gabriel Martinelli. I
reckon?
feel like he bagged 15 last year. Picked up an injury during that process, and then he's only going to get better with age. Like, I feel like he's got that killer instinct where
Got the X factor.
I'm going to sound like an absolute idiot, but he gives me like CR7 off the left vibes. So
All right, that's it.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Pack it up.
Pack it up. That's it.
One
Ball.
sec.
You heard it here first. You watch it.
Hang
Gabriel
on.
Martinelli
CH.
brings home the golden boot.
No, but no, don't turn it off.
He's going to kick me out of the group, man.
I'm about to kick him out.
Okay. No, but I will say one thing holding Martinelli back, he doesn't take pence. Sucker's deleting.
That's a good point.
And then I think Rice maybe could be second. Rice
for
to-
pen
for Pence.
I would love Declan Rice on a pen.
He's not bad. Okay, well, let's move on. Top four now. So I think you touched on it before.
So yeah, I'll go City in first,
Yep.
Arsenal second, United third,
Yep.
and then fourth.
So who are you tossing up? You
Okay,
got
I'm tossing up really here. I'm tossing up Liverpool.
Yep.
I'm tossing up 4 teams. You're tossing up Liverpool, Chelsea, Tottenham, and Newcastle.
that's what we had.
Yeah.
Not Spurs?
Yeah.
Oh, you said sorry,
Spurs,
Tottenham.
Spurs,
Yeah. Yes.
Spurs just
Sorry.
because I beat.
It's a blunder. My ball knowledge is low. It went from 0 to -10.
So did you say Tottenham or did you say Spurs? Two teams.
Big Ange. But I think I'm gonna say Liverpool. I think just Mo Salah and like they brought in a couple signings. It just whether Van Dijk is bang on form again because last few seasons he's tailed it off a bit. If he can pick up his form, they could slip themselves in a title race. They should have the capability. They've competed with Man City for how many years?
Yeah.
But I think safe bet saying them in fourth. But Chelsea, Newcastle, Spurs slip into fourth. It wouldn't surprise me. But I think United, City, Arsenal are locks.
That's the exact same thing that we had. We had City, Arsenal, United. I think they're locks.
Yeah.
Then fourth. This was my mentality for each team. I think Liverpool, they were there, but I've not picked them because I don't like their depth. I think they got all the forward depth. Their midfield. I was looking at it today. I was like, okay, you got fucking I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Szoboszlai.
Yeah, him.
McAllister.
Okay, and Jones.
I think that Bacetic in City. They're trying to buy Romeo Lavia from Southampton.
He'll be good.
He'll be one to watch because I flew all the way to watch Arsenal versus Southampton. Arsenal draw at home to Southampton.
Oh,
right? That was a killer.
Oh, that's sick.
And Romeo Lavia, like I remember watching. I was like, who the hell is this guy? Like dominated Thomas Partey in that game. I think Southampton.
I bought him in
50
FIFA
mil
career mode, mate.
Yeah,
Don't
he's
worry.
good. Yeah,
he's a young gun.
Okay, there you go.
That's how I knew about him. But yeah, and then their defense, like, okay, it's a gun defense. Robbo, Trent, Konate, Van Dijk, Alisson. If they get injured at centre back, is it Matip that comes in?
Yeah.
That bloke's like 40 years old.
Yeah, he's losing it. I get it.
And like then you're Simicast. They don't have the depth, but I think best
For
11.
Yeah.
Best 11, if they keep it, they could make it. But we've actually gone Spurs. For Ange.
Respect.
It's
Just because of Ange.
Just because of Ange.
Big Ange. We gotta fucking
And you
back him
still got Harry Kane, Son, and Maddison. I think those three, like we saw when Poch took them to a fucking Champions League, You only need 3
I
players
think Big Ange
sometimes.
will love Heung-min Son.
Oh, he's going to love Son.
But Heung-min Son last year was carrying an injury. They were saying he probably is most off-season in the Spurs shirt. But he'll play like Poch. Son excelled under Poch. I'm hoping. I like... The thing is, I don't want Spurs to do well. If they're just worse than Arsenal, I'm happy. And Big Ange proves a lot of haters wrong, then that's a win for me. That's all I want.
And then Newcastle playing Champions League for the first time. I don't trust that. Good
I
signings.
want a Chelsea in there, but
I can't trust Chelsea.
Chelsea just lost their
Nkunku.
Yeah, their big new signing in Nkunku to injury.
how long is he out for? Like long term?
16 weeks, they reckon.
Yeah, it's a big one.
It's done.
It's a lot of the season.
Nicholas Jackson, one to watch as well. Their new striker
From Villarreal.
Yeah, what I've seen him in pre-season, his one touches are unreal. And he can dribble a ball. And I'm thinking that Mudryk might start coming into form.
Yeah, there's a lot of hype at him, but I just don't know. It's one of those things like they have so many signings that I'm like, I don't even know who starts. I can't pick him if I don't even know their team.
They don't have a midfield. They've got Enzo Fernandez. Then they had Nkunku. He's gone, and it's like goes to Conor Gallagher. Like, bro, they're thinking they're gonna bring that Moises Caicedo from Brighton.
Bro, trading with Brighton, impossible.
Yeah,
don't even bother.
Arsenal know that best.
Don't even bother.
Arsenal know that best. But I think I think I'll say Liverpool 4th though.
Liverpool,
All
okay.
right, lock it in. Let's go relegated teams. So I'll start us off. I don't know anything, but I'll tell you what I do know. Luton are fucked.
Yeah, they're going down. Poor bastards. But their stadium holds like what, 10k? Bro,
Yeah,
like,
10K.
it's a sick story. But the thing is, that Luton, they could pick up like the Arsenal type of team. You go versus them down last 10 games, and Arsenal need a win. You go Luton away. Hostile environment.
10,000 people going off their heads.
Exactly. Like,
Apparently, Luton have signed all these like championship signings, so they already know they're going down.
They're going down. So it's them, and then Sheffield have done the exact same thing.
Yeah,
so I go on them.
Yep.
I had in my actual Prem ladder prediction, I had Bournemouth going down.
Yep.
But scratch that, it's going to be Wolves going down.
You think
They
Wolves?
haven't brought in anyone. They've lost a lot of players, and then their manager Lopetegui used to coach.
He got sacked, eh?
Yeah, but I don't reckon it's been a sack. I reckon he's been like he's demanded. Like, bro, how can I compete with those signings? And he's just cut sword and left.
He's like, yeah,
and this guy used to coach Real Madrid. Like, he's the reason why they almost stayed up and had a good second half of the season last year. So losing him, I think Wolves will go down now.
Yeah. So
What
we're
about
saying-
Everton? Do you reckon they're a chance?
You know what it is? I feel so bad. We were talking about Big Heath off camera. He's a big Everton fan, poor guy.
Is he Everton? Oh,
He's an Everton
So
fan.
Nick's cousin
Bugger.
Ethan
Yeah.
goes to Everton.
and
Poor bloke.
It is. You always, like I said, you like him because Tim Cahill is. You don't want to see him in another relegation scrap for the 3rd year in a row. So I think just because other teams will be shitter than them, I've got them high.
We've gone same as you, except we've gone Nottingham.
Nottingham, yeah.
I just went them. I was like, you know what? I just don't like it. I just don't like him.
Yeah.
I just don't like him. That's it.
Is there anything good about him? Do they have any
No,
good
they
players?
did heaps of signings last year.
yeah.
But that's their probably downfall. They don't gel. None of them.
No chemistry.
Maybe second year they
They
might
spent a lot of wages on Jesse Lingard.
Oh.
I think he don't even
He
bag
didn't
a
even
goal or
play.
one goal. I don't think he even bagged a goal.
Like
mate.
their best players like Gibbs White. All due respect. Fuck, you know
And
what I
then
mean?
on Wani, on your win. I can't
Oh,
say his
I
name
haven't even
properly.
heard of
He
half
bagged,
of
he bagged against Arsenal, bro, so I remember
and
it, yeah.
Johnson, that's it. Oh, and they got Sir Jurrien, FIFA beast.
Yeah, the right back.
Yeah,
Oh,
fuck,
Serge.
He was
How old is he now?
Yeah, he's at PSG.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
He remember he played FIFA.
Ivory Coast.
We'll fire on surprise team. So we've gone Tottenham
Surprise.
Hotspurs. We think, like, just because we're biased, Aussies are rating Spurs, but people over there not rating them too much.
Yeah, I'll go. A lot of people are saying him as a surprise. Easy, but it's Aston Villa.
Everyone's saying,
Yeah, they did really well second half of the season. Like Unai Emery was sacked by Arsenal. Like poor for Arsenal.
good evening.
Good evening, good evening. He used to go to interviews and he couldn't say good evening properly.
How would he say it?
So they literally ask him any question. The way he started, go good evening. Yeah, that's how he'd go, bro. And he just became a meme from that.
Good evening.
And that's why when he did really well last year, I was like, bro, where did he pull this out of? Because I think he took Villarreal to a Champions League semi-final as
No,
well.
I think he won the Europa League with them.
He won. Oh, yeah, he did. He beat United. Yeah, he beat United as well.
crazy.
So there you go. And then they brought in that Musa Diaby for like 50
So
something.
apparently he's a gun.
There you go.
I got my fantasy draft tonight.
And
so
you're gonna
after
lock
this,
him in?
He's one of my smokies in the
Smokies,
later
yeah.
rounds.
Is he attacker, striker? What is he?
Winger.
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 He'll replace Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey's not lived up to any
They
hype.
were saying that he replaced Leon Bailey at Leverkusen. Leverkusen flicked off Leon Bailey. And now Mr. Diaby's followed to take his spot again.
Poor bugger.
And then Ollie Watkins had a really good second
Gun,
half.
yeah.
So they got Emi Martinez, World Cup winner and goal. But they've got good
good
players in the
players.
right positions. Like Douglas Weir is good midfielder. Ollie Watkins get you goals. Diaby will be X factor. Emi
Bunadia.
Martinez.
So you reckon lock in top 8?
I'd say
Villa?
lock in top 8. I'll say lock in top. I think just after Newcastle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and signing of the season. So we couldn't toss up, but we're going to have to try now. We've got Sandro Tonali, I think he's a fucking gun signing for Newcastle.
Yeah.
No one's talking about because no one watches the City A.
Exactly. It's just whether he's like Italians in the Prem. It's like oil. It's oil and water. It doesn't
work.
What about Balotelli? Was he any good?
He's
in
the
Prem?
only Italian to win a Premier League.
Yeah.
He was the reason why I go for Man City. Like,
Yeah,
I don't watch anything.
Same.
Italian,
He was excellent.
09,
One
Man
of the
City. I was
first
like,
jerseys I got, AC Milan jersey.
Yeah.
Balotelli.
I don't know why I like him.
Balotelli was
he's
a
dropped
king.
off though. But
Yeah.
King.
Yeah.
Declan Rice, I think, pretty good, and Postecoglou.
Oh
City.
yeah.
But like you said, if he doesn't start and doesn't play, like they got
That's
Diaz, Stones there, but if they go 3 at the back, he'll probably fuck Walker off.
Dude, we've seen Pep Guardiola use centre backs at fullback last year, so I can see him slotting in at left back. Signing here, I'm actually not going to go Declan Rice, but I'm going to stay at Arsenal. Jurrien Timber
Wow.
from that Community Shield, because I feel like he'll be in that squad from start the end of the season now. Right-footed centre back playing at left back. He'll prove a lot of haters wrong. Give him a bit of hype. But the way he could just drop a shoulder and go, like he's a defender, he's a centre back. You don't think these guys
does he have pace as well though?
Bro, yeah, he had legs, bro. He was
got
overlapping
pace.
Martinelli.
What nationality
bro.
is he?
wow, okay.
He's Dutch.
He's Dutch.
That's from the Ajax Academy, and the Dutch hype him up a lot. He had a top game against Argentina actually in the World Cup quarterfinal. You actually see clips of him and Messi going back and forth as well.
Really?
So he's roughly Messi's feathers. He can do it against the best.
If he can handle Messi.
It's a smoky one to go, or that Nicholas Jackson from Chelsea.
Mate, they're talking a lot about him. Chelsea, I just don't know.
They're just an
Is it,
unknown.
as long as he's
that's
not
why.
number 9, because their number 9 runs have been fucking
Yeah,
ridiculous.
they haven't given him a number yet, I don't think.
Don't give him 9.
Is it cursed? Number 9's cursed, is it?
Torres, they spent 100 million on Lukaku, thought it was guaranteed. Number 9 on him.
Gave him the 9. It's cast.
Done. Havertz
Cast.
was Havertz
Number 9's
9?
cast.
Have it, 29.
Okay, thank you. 29.
But the
I knew it was
29
9.
wasn't, yeah.
Yes, it's got the 9 in it.
Yeah.
Okay, their predictions. We're going to come back in a year and see who wins. Basically, my predictions, because someone only knows Oreo, am I right?
I know Tottenham and Spurs. One of them will make the top 4.
Ange knows 4's team. Tottenham, Spurs, Tottenham Hotspurs, and
Harry
Ange's team.
Kane's the best player.
Okay, you want to do this segment? Another rip-off?
Let's do this one. Nick, we ripped this one off as well. Okay, start 1, sub 1, sell 1. Martin Odegaard, Bruno Fernandes, Kevin De Bruyne.
I think that's easy. You got to start Kevin De Bruyne.
Yep.
Maybe 2 seasons ago, you go bench Bruno. It's no disrespect to Bruno, but I'm going to cut Bruno, bench Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard, the Community Shield final again, it was unreal. I know he sat down Kovacic. He literally broke Julian Alvarez's ankles. He broke him that bad that the game, everyone kind of like stopped for a second. Like they thought he was a foul or something. Yeah, you get that clip. That was
Clip
funny.
that up now.
Yeah, bro, that was funny. And last season, like 15 or 16 goals.
Yep.
Like no one thought Odegaard had that in his locker. But
You know what's crazy about Odegaard as well? Remember when you were playing FIFA for the first time and he was this Real Madrid young prospect? Then they signed him, he was shit. I think he went to
nowhere,
he went to some other
he
team.
went Norway, then went to Real Sociedad.
Yeah.
He was there for a bit, so then Real Madrid kept on loaning him. So like, okay, we'll try him. They didn't use him in like the first 6 months they brought him back. Arsenal, we'll get him on loan. Arteta liked him. The thing is that Odegaard was like, we let him go back, and it was like, whether you sign him or James Maddison, it was like, sign Odegaard for 30 mil
So cheap.
or James Maddison for 70. I remember Arsenal picked him up for 30, and I remember me thinking like, I would have preferred James Maddison because he gets your goals and that. Proved everyone
What a
wrong.
signing.
He would be worth at least 90 mil in this market.
More.
To buy, to buy a number 10 at his age, like the class he's got, he's captain.
He's captain,
He's
yeah.
captain. Like, that's so hard to come by. Very hard to come by. So, for 30 mil, another Mikel Arteta masterclass.
And quickly, what do you think of Ramsdale? Probably not going to be the number 1. They're going to
I think he will be number 1.
What are
because
they doing with Raya?
But it came out that they've actually got him on a 3 mil loan.
Okay.
So they got him on a loan with an option to buy. So I reckon they might filter him. They might go Ramsdale and Prem, play Raya in the Champions League, play it around. If Ramsdale's out of form, okay, Ramsdale kick up the arse. We've got another number 1 goalkeeper.
It's good to have that backup, yeah.
It is.
Competitive.
It's a Man City formula.
Yeah.
They sign players like 100 mil on a centre-back that technically won't start, but he might kick Ruben Diaz out of the team. We don't know. They just...
Yeah, it's good to have that pressure on, and also injuries. Who the fucking knows what's going to happen? All right, let's test your ball knowledge even further, okay? I've seen your TikTok comments. Some people roast you.
I get
They
killed.
say 0 ball knowledge. Some people say W ball knowledge. Who knows?
Let's
but
see.
You can't
let's
win.
see. Let's
You
see how you
can't
go.
win.
Okay. Nick Stav, rank the top 5 centre-backs in the Premier League.
Top 5? Okay, I'm going to go number 1, Ruben Diaz.
Yep, that's a lock.
Yeah. Number 2, I'm going to go John Stones.
Yep.
3,
Say it.
William Saliba.
Oh, he had to.
I would take
He had
him
to.
over
He
Virgil
had
van
to.
Dijk.
Oh.
I would take him over Van Dijk.
4th has to be Van Dijk.
4th is Van Dijk. Just Van Dijk, after he's he's not even like, he's just not as urgent anymore. He's like lackluster. Like he lets his man go. He doesn't go up on his man. Where William Slater just snuffs out everything. And then fifth, I'll go Thiago Silva.
Yep.
I think even at his age, maybe he might drop off this season, but as of now, that's my 5.
Still a gun. Okay.
Yeah.
We're pretty much the similar.
That's pretty good.
For that fifth spot, I had maybe like Martinez could maybe sneak in.
I like him, but I think Man United fans hype him up a bit too much. I think it was more a fact because everyone was hating on him last year when they signed him. He was 5'9". I don't even think he's even 5'9". I think he does not look 5'9".
No,
He looks like
looks
5'6",
small,
bro.
especially next to Haaland.
Exactly.
It's like
bro.
when a girl asks you how tall are you. Oh
Yeah, I'm like
5'11".
That's it.
One that could not come into the top 5 will be pushing Botman from
Sven Botman, yeah, that's another. I think
He's-
it's just Big Six bias. So like,
Yeah.
forget those other kind of clubs. But yeah, no, underrated shot. Sven Botman from last season.
All right, next question. What team will be the biggest flop in the Premier League?
Flop. I don't know necessarily. You know, I'll go West Ham. Actually, I'll go West Ham because I think they've won the Conference League. Everyone thinks they've just sold Rice. I'll spend that money. It looks like they're going to lose him, Paqueta, and they haven't. I think they signed James Ward-Prowse, Harry Maguire, and some other English. I think Scott McTominay actually.
Yeah.
Bro, come on, man. That's a recipe for disaster.
And as of right now, they haven't even signed him yet. It's not here we go yet.
So there you go. They haven't even properly signed.
Paqueta's going to go City.
There you go. They lose their 2 best players from last season.
Yeah.
They could be one of those Leicester Cities from last season that gets relegated and no one.
And
thinks
no
so.
striker. It's Antonio at the minute. And
There you go. There you go.
fuck, I don't even know the other
I
bloke.
don't know.
They had Skamaka, what his name is.
Oh, he's gone as well.
He's gone.
He's gone as well.
Yeah,
So,
mate.
nah, I honestly think they're one of the ones to flop out.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. So we talked about before challenges for the Golden Boot. Is there anyone who's second? You
I'll
think?
go Haaland, Salah, Kane. Haaland, Salah, Kane, Smokey.
like
I said
that.
Gabriel Martinelli.
Yeah.
He'll be up there.
Yeah.
He'll be
My
up there.
Smokey's Watkins. That's it.
Yeah, no, I rate it though.
Who knows?
Who
Who
knows?
knows? Tap
Well,
in
he
motion.
did really well second half of the season.
He was good. There was a period I think he scored like 6-7 in a row.
There you go. So if he carries that on to this season, got to see. Emery ball, good evening ball, yeah?
Yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening, ball. Fuck it, maybe.
Nick, let's end with a bit of talk about the Matildas. Okay?
Yes.
We don't know when this is going to be released, but it's probably going to be after the game.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about so far. What do you think? What do you think of them?
At first, in the first 2 games, I was actually worried.
Yeah.
Because it was like crossing and hoping. They were crossing the ball, not even looking where they're crossing, and they're just giving away. Ireland only won 1-0. You should be battering them. It was only a penalty as well.
Lost to Nigeria.
Lost to
killed us.
Nigeria, but then they did really well against Canada, and I was really impressed with them against Denmark.
Yep.
Question now comes in. France is the test. They beat him in a just before a friendly before the World Cup.
Yep.
It's friendly though. France have been looking real good. They played Brazil off the park as well, and then won 4-0 in the latest game against Morocco as a recording.
Yeah, France looking fucking crazy.
But I think the Matildas might have it in them just to take a game at a time. Like I reckon they'll turn over France. Might be like a 1-0, 2-0.
You reckon they get France?
I reckon they get France. Real test
Okay.
will then be England in the semi-final.
Yep.
And then I think Japan will be a smoky to go all the way. They've looked real good on the break. They're just killers. They remind me of Liverpool a few seasons ago. Where like
Just
you don't hold
high
the ball
press.
against them, and then they bang it's Salamane bang they kill you. Cut you.
Do you reckon Japan can win it?
I think Japan. Like I would say my favourite to win.
Gun to your head, you'd pick in Japan.
I'm putting Japan. I
Wow.
think Bookie's favourites it's England.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go Japan. But I think Matilda's Sam Kerr. She's come back from a calf injury. Anyone that's played sport, you come back from a calf injury when you're not 100%. It's not right.
We saw Trell Mitt. He was out for like 10 weeks
There
with a
you go.
calf injury.
There you go,
Missed
because-
all origins, you know?
Because you come back when you're not fully in, it's like you're not going to run it 100% because you're thinking about
Yeah.
it. And you're thinking about it 24/7. And then even when you do run it, it could go. It's like, it's one of those ones. But
I think it was good against Denmark. She got that 15
got
minutes or whatever
and
it
I
was.
don't even reckon the manager wanted to throw it out there. Because why would you? I
It's
think
just
she
good
was
for her
just-
confidence, you know? Because she's
Yeah.
like, okay, I played 15. Maybe I can play 30, 40
And I think she's more than just like the best player. I think beyond the World Cup, she's almost just like a spearhead for just football, female football in Australia as well. Like giving girls a hope as well. Like the other day, they opened up a pitch in Auburn named Sam Kerr five-a-side pitch, something
Really?
like that. And it's going in FIFA next year.
Wow.
So EA Sports FC, they're calling
EA
it.
Sports.
Um,
Well, she's actually higher rated than Haaland in
yeah,
FIFA this
she's
year.
91
Is she
rated.
the best women's soccer player?
Oh, she's top 3.
Yeah,
Top
she'd be
three.
top 3. I
Who's
think
the
the
other
other
two?
one's Spain, Alexi Putellas. She's won 2 Ballon
Yep.
d'Ors in a row.
Yep.
But yeah, you say it is because she's Australian. You got to back.
Yeah.
You got to back Sammy Kerr. You got it.
Yeah, 100%.
Regardless of the Matildas, how good is it to have a World Cup in Australia?
It is. It's been good. It's been good just to what it is. It kind of like gives like people in this country like kick up. I think the Matildas most viewed match on free to air TV.
Really?
The highest rated TV program.
I think the stadium had more than the NRL Grand Final last year.
There you go.
Like,
Even the jerseys did 4 times more sales than the Socceroos last year for the World Cup.
That's
Crazy,
nuts.
man.
Like that's and the amount of hype the Socceroos had last World Cup as well.
on.
Like, and it puts in perspective that this could be huge in the sense that we could get a men's World Cup. I think they're saying that 2034 we could planning to get one here. Like, bro, mate.
we'd be old by then, man. But
I'd
I
take
still be
it.
care, bro. I'm going to
Still
every
be
game.
gone.
How sick would that be? Like,
you might be working in every game because
Mate,
you have a
sick.
gig with Channel
Pitch
7 at
side,
the
baby.
moment, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
How is it, Channel 7?
Oh,
working
yeah,
there?
It's been good. Like, you've been around, like, you're working in a field that every day at school, you go to school and you talk about football. Everyone's talking about football and it's something you love. Now I'm doing it for a living, like talking about football. Like,
It just doesn't feel like work, I'm sure.
you know?
Mm.
It doesn't. Especially last World Cup, it was crazy. Like, I would go in there and do like this be-in show and it's just like, I'm just talking about like something I genuinely like love talking
passionate about, you
Yeah,
know?
it was crazy.
It's a weird concept to like almost get paid for talking about something that you do for free for 7 hours.
Yeah, it is.
Like, you could speak to a random about this, I'm sure, you
Exactly.
know?
We're talking
And
about
just
it now, man.
chew
Like,
his ear off.
and we're loving it, man. We're loving
Yeah.
it. Exactly. I'll go to Cheese Bar on Saturday and I'll be talking to a random about players and stuff like
So
that.
if I want to find you, it's at Cheese Bar, yeah?
Oh, Cheese Bar. Arsenal playing at a reasonable time, you find me at Cheese Bar 100%.
Okay.
And Big Heath. And Big Heath.
And Big
Big
A. Oh,
A.
lock,
Big A.
lock me in, I'll be there
Big
Saturday.
Quick one before we finish. What's wrong with the Dragons?
Oh, bro, from the bottom to the top. Bro, you're releasing one of our best players in Bud Sullivan.
I know.
Because lately, because being away, I've been able to watch him.
Yep.
But like, I've seen this stuff, bro. Bud Sullivan's going to Tigers, I think.
Yeah, he's going to Tigers.
Bro, the guy's a killer. Every time I watch him, bro, his right step is unreal,
I don't know
bro.
why they don't like him. He must be too small.
I don't know what it is at the Dragons, but it's like, and they're saying they play Lomax at fullback.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Lomax
Lomax
didn't
at
work at fullback.
fullback.
They tried him that few seasons ago and it didn't work. Like,
Nah, I don't like that.
and I'm not like Tyrell Sloan's good, but like
He's
is
rocks and
weak,
diamonds.
man.
Like,
Yeah,
he can
is,
come
man.
out with the big plays.
It reminds me of like Matt Duffy where he was in that same
I
position.
think
where
Matt Duffy was better.
It's just
I think
defensively
Matt
they
Duffy was
both have
better.
those issues.
Matt Duffy had a mad pass in him, bro. Like, you
Yeah.
got left hand, bro. He darted it, man.
Sloan's just fast, eh?
Yeah, and that's and like he's quick, but half the fullbacks
Yeah.
in the league are quick. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Quentin Gutherson can barely run for shit, but he's fucking good.
exactly.
But he doesn't
I'm trying
stop
to say?
running. That's the difference.
It's
Yeah.
tough. It's really tough.
Yeah.
Get that pen next to you right there.
Yeah.
And pick up Hasbullah behind you.
Hasbullah.
So, context. Turn him around. Turn Hasbullah around.
Look at his ass. Look at his ass.
So that's signatures from every special guest podcast. So you're going to ink your name in history with, at the top, Gay Waterhouse. You've got Campbell Graham there.
Stretch.
Roger
Ice
Fabry.
from-
Ice,
yeah.
YKTR.
Roger Fabry.
yeah.
Best sprint trainer in the
So-
world. Mark Nichols with the goat
Yeah.
sticker. Gay
That's when you
Waterhouse.
guys got
everyone.
the try scoring.
Yeah.
When we had that.
So-
it's still going. We got to get an NRL player on.
Yeah.
And
just-
you're gonna get the soccer
Yeah.
players on.
Oh, and see if they can
And
score.
they score.
I said, get me on before the charity match and I'll score.
Oh.
Yeah.
They score on me.
If you're on our team, we'll get you back on.
So sign wherever you want, and we'll look back in this in like 10 years' time and be like, fuck, I can't believe we had
Fuck,
Nick
we'll be like
Stav.
Nick Stav, the most TikTok followers out of all of them.
Bro, he owns that club in Mykonos now. What the fuck?
No,
Prince of
in
Mykonos.
Ibiza.
Oh, fuck. That's unreal.
Oh, look at that.
Do you get many people asking for signatures at all?
At the charity match, bro. Oh, the charity match was so
charity
odd.
match
The charity match was so odd. I remember that because I
Just
got
chuck him on the floor, it's all right.
Sign my boots and all this stuff, and then
Someone asked me for my undies.
same thing,
That was
bro.
you,
I was
bro?
looking for my shorts, bro, and my socks and that, bro. And like I feel dog was like, no, that was the worst one. They asked me for my mouth guard, bro. What?
Nah,
So it's been in my mouth with the saliva all game,
That's sickening, bro.
Someone asked me for my boots. They go, do you think I'm fucking sponsored by Adidas?
Same thing, bro. Like, bro, I'm gonna play soccer next week, bro. Relax.
Got one pair of boots, like.
Yeah, man. Like, I spent another few hundred on a pair. But yeah, no, that's funny.
And we ask all our guests this question.
Okay.
What is your go-to Macca's order? Everyone has one.
Go-to?
What is
Yeah,
yours?
go
You
to.
know what? I'll tell you a story. In Europe, they had, I think it was a McFeast.
McFeast.
McFeast. It was almost like it was like, you know, when you go to a normal burger store, you're basic just meat, tomato, lettuce, cheese,
Yep.
something
Yep.
like that. Like it was
Yeah.
solid. But here, classic Angus. Medium classic,
Classic
Angus.
Angus.
Angus, that's rogue.
Yeah, bro, it's
Like
solid.
a large
in,
meal.
In a
I
meal.
got medium.
Nuggets
medium
on the
well.
side.
Nah, like, look at me. I ain't a big boy.
Yeah,
I ain't
okay.
a big boy.
You don't like nugs? The
I
nugs
do
slap.
like my nugs, but I'm not like the. You know, there's a lot of people out there
Yeah.
like you need my
Yeah.
chicken nugs, 24
I
nugget
love
meal,
the
stuff
chicken
like
nugs.
that.
Oh.
Nah, I'm a classic Angus, fills you up, medium
Yep.
fries, and then Coke for the drink.
Okay, very basic.
Yeah,
I like
and
it.
then if I go for a sundae, a caramel sundae.
Yeah, caramel.
sundae.
Yeah, caramel definitely.
Caramel's
Yeah,
good.
But the
definitely.
dessert I've been loving lately, Thirsty Monkey. You've been seeing the
Thirsty monkey.
Yeah.
Oh,
the-
I've heard of them.
the
What are
acai
they?
bowls.
The acai bowls,
Bro,
yeah.
oh, they knew where I do the channel 7. I've got everyone the Thirsty Monkey. You gotta search Thirsty Monkey on TikTok. Search him out. I'll show you
Yeah.
after.
No,
But
I've
he's
heard of
funny,
it. Is
bro.
it what the acai bowls with the toppings? Is
Yeah,
it?
yeah. They put like
Yeah.
this bueno pistachio.
Whereabouts it's based?
There's one at Marrickville.
Yeah.
And Wentworth Point. There's
Sorry, bro.
other-
We're eastern suburbs. We
How,
don't
how
travel
much
that
did
far.
they pay you to drop that on the potty?
No, bro, he doesn't. Bro, hey, shake him the shot, bro. You get me on Thirsty Monkey, bro. But yeah, no, I'm loving that if we do dessert. But yeah, classic Angus meal, underrated.
Get in. There you go.
Okay, one to try. Well, we thank you, Nick, for coming on,
thank you,
donating
boys.
your generous time to us,
Yeah.
talking with ball knowledge kings.
Well, yeah. Well, I've got 99, but you've got 100. So
Tottenham
congratulations.
Spurs, bro. I'm gonna kill that, bro. I'm gonna die laughing.
I might have to
tonight.
crop that out.
Oh, we're not cropping it.
That was cold.
To be fair, I was already packing the lights up. I wanted to kick you out. I wasn't even listening.
That was cold, man.
Thanks for coming on.
We'll have you on
Had a
eventually
ball.
sometime sooner. Yeah.
Exactly, and hopefully we're in the
Yeah.
same team for eventual charity.
And
match.
go follow Nick Stav on TikTok, even though he doesn't
Thank
need it
Yeah,
anymore.
shout us out. You get 10-second plug before
Thank
you.
you. That's it. Nick Stav on TikTok and Instagram.
That's
Beautiful.
it.
Thank you.
See you guys.
So.
Mate.